Have you ever found yourself lying awake at 2 a.m., replaying the same thought over and over again? Maybe it's something you said at work, an awkward text you sent, or that decision you can't seem to stop analyzing. Your body is still, but your mind, it's running a marathon. Overthinking can make us feel trapped, like we're stuck in a loop that just won't stop spinning. But what if I told you there's a simple 1-minute breathing trick that can quiet that mental noise? No therapy, no medication, and no fancy techniques, just your breath. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to do it, why it works, and how it can change your relationship with your thoughts forever. Or the hidden cost of overthinking. Before we dive into the technique, let's understand what's really happening when you overthink. When your mind spirals into endless what ifs and should haves, your body can't tell the difference between a real threat and a thought. It activates your fight or flight response, the same system that would kick in if a lion was chasing you. Your heart rate rises, your breathing becomes shallow, your muscles tighten, and your brain gets flooded with stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. That's why overthinking feels so physically exhausting. Your body is literally preparing for a danger that doesn't exist. But here's the key: the fight or flight system has a switch. It's called the parasympathetic nervous system, also known as the rest and digest mode. And the easiest way to flip that switch is through your breath. The science behind the breathing trick: breathing is the only body function that's both automatic and controllable. You can't consciously slow your heartbeat or digestion, but you can control your breath, and when you do, your brain listens. According to neuroscientists at Stanford University, slow, rhythmic breathing directly calms the amygdala, the part of your brain responsible for fear and emotional reactivity. In other words, when you slow your breath, you literally tell your brain, "We're safe." So when your mind starts racing, the fastest way to regain control isn't to think differently, it's to breathe differently. The 1-minute breathing trick. Now, here's the breathing trick you came for. It's called the physiological sigh. It's a simple technique discovered decades ago, but recently popularized by Dr. Andrew Huberman, a neuroscientist at Stanford, and it's proven to instantly reduce anxiety and quiet the mind in under 1 minute. Here's how you do it. 1. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Fill your lungs about 80% of the way. 2. Without exhaling, take another shorter breath through your nose. It's like a top-up. You're filling the small spaces in your lungs that weren't filled before. 3. Now slowly exhale through your mouth. Long and steady. Feel your body relaxing as the air leaves your lungs. That's 1 physiological sigh. Do this 2 or 3 times, and you'll feel a noticeable calm wash over you. In just 60 seconds, your breathing pattern tells your brain everything is okay. You can stop preparing for danger now. Why it just works so fast. Here's the science behind why this works in seconds. When you take that second inhale, you inflate the tiny air sacs in your lungs called alveoli, many of which collapse when you're stressed. This allows your lungs to release carbon dioxide more effectively, which directly signals your brain to relax. The long exhale then slows your heart rate by activating the vagus nerve, a powerful nerve that connects your brain to your internal organs. So instead of trying to argue with your thoughts, this trick goes straight to the control center of your nervous system, your breath, and resets it. It's like pressing Control plus Alt plus Delete on your overthinking brain. The moment of stillness. Here's the beautiful part. Once your body calms down, your mind follows. Most people try to stop overthinking by thinking harder. They try to find logical answers to emotional problems. But emotions don't respond to logic. They respond to safety. When your breathing slows, your mind feels safe again. That's when your thoughts lose their power. They stop shouting and start whispering. Imagine being able to pause that mental storm anytime you want, during a tough conversation, before sleep, or while waiting for an important result. That's what this 1-minute breathing trick gives you. Control. The real life test. Let's make this real for a second. Picture this. You're sitting at your desk staring at your inbox. An important email hasn't come yet. Maybe a job interview result, a client's feedback, or a college acceptance. You keep refreshing again and again. Your heart starts to race. You can't focus on anything else. That's overthinking in action. Your body reacting as if something terrible is about to happen. Now, instead of letting the spiral win, you pause. Close your eyes, take a deep breath through your nose. Then another small breath in, and then exhale slowly through your mouth. 1 breath, 2 breaths, 3 breaths. Within 60 seconds, your chest softens. Your shoulders drop. Your thoughts start to fade into the background. You're no longer trapped by your mind. You're observing it. That's the power of a single minute of conscious breathing. Building a habit of calm. Here's the truth, the more you use this technique, the stronger it becomes. At first, it may feel like a temporary fix, but over time, it actually retrains your brain to recognize calm as your new normal. You start catching overthinking before it spirals. You begin to notice the signs, the tight chest, the racing thoughts, the clenched jaw, and instead of reacting, you breathe. You reclaim the driver's seat. Experts say even 5 minutes of daily breathing practice can significantly reduce chronic anxiety and improve sleep quality. And when your mind is calmer, your decisions become clearer. You stop living in your head and start living in the present. The connection between breath and awareness. The ancient traditions of meditation, yoga, and mindfulness all centered around one idea. If you can control your breath, you can control your mind. Modern neuroscience is now catching up with what monks have known for centuries. Every breath you take is a bridge, connecting the body and the mind. When we overthink, we break that bridge. We leave our bodies and get lost in our thoughts. But the moment we return to our breath, we return to now. And the present moment is the one place overthinking cannot survive. When to use the 1-minute trick, you can use this technique literally anywhere. Before an exam, before a big meeting, when you're stuck in traffic, or even right before sleep when your mind loves to replay every embarrassing moment from 2009. It's discreet, powerful, and instant. No one even has to know you're doing it. If you make it a small part of your routine, once in the morning, once at night, you'll start noticing something amazing. Your thoughts become lighter, your reactions slower, and your mind quieter. The human side of calm. Here's the thing, you don't need to get rid of overthinking completely. It's part of being human. Your brain is just trying to protect you, to prepare you, to keep you safe. The problem is, it doesn't know when to stop. So instead of fighting your thoughts, you thank them, and then guide your body back to peace through your breath. That's not avoidance, that's awareness. And it's through that awareness that real change begins. The takeaway: you don't need an hour of meditation, a silent retreat, or a new self-help book to find calm. You just need 1 minute. One conscious connection between your breath and your mind. The next time you feel your thoughts spinning out of control, remember this. Take 1 deep breath in, another small breath in, and slowly exhale. Do it 3 times. In just 60 seconds, your mind will quiet down, your heart will slow, and you'll realize peace was never missing. It was just hidden behind your next breath. So the next time you catch yourself overthinking, don't fight it. Breathe through it, because peace doesn't come from controlling your thoughts. It comes from learning to let them go. Try this 1-minute breathing trick today and see how different your mind feels. If this helped you even a little, share it with someone who needs a moment of calm. And remember, 1 breath can change everything.